Pretty face, funny hat. That's what my Blondie is.
Lovable feet, both flat. That's what my Dagwood is.
Blondie's not always right. I let her think she is.
All of my thoughts are bright, long as he thinks they're his.
Life with us is
Fun and crazy,
baby dumpling.
us and Daisy.
What a family. Incredible, bumsteadable.
Hurry, you'll miss your bus.
Watch out, you'll burn your stew.
Nothing's too much for us.
As long as with me there's you.
Dagwood and Blondie,
Blondie and Dagwood,
always with me there's you.
But, Cookie, darling, don't you want to grow up to be a glamour girl? And be popular with the boys? And get a fine husband like Daddy?
No.
Well, that's up to you, Cookie. But this is house cleaning day, and Mommy hasn't time for nonsense.
We're ready to wax the floors, ma'am. Where do we start?
In the living room.
Okay.
Cookie, darling.
Yes, babykins. Gee, I'm sorry, but home, my Elsie calls me Cookie.
Step right up, man, and smack Shingle-Gruber. 10 wins for 1 cent, 1/10 part of a dime. Your penny back if you hit Hitler. Pay your money and step right up. Come on, you hit him this time. Come on, you got to go. Hit him where it hurt him most. Come on. Step right up, man, and smack the exit.
Oh, dear. What in the world? Boys! Alexander, what's going on?
You told us to beat the runs, didn't you?
But whose idea was this?
I thought of Hitler's picture, but the financial arrangement was Alvin's. Remember what Barnum said, Mrs. Bumstead? There's one born every minute.
Well, you'd better save some energy for the windows. I want them washed before the sun's too high.
Can we do them with the hose?
Mm-hmm. And afterwards, you can wash Daisy and the pups.
Oh, Daisy! Not in the house! Daisy, didn't I tell you?
Dagwood, wake up and stop having such a good time.
Huh?
What were you laughing at?
I dreamed the puppies were tickling my feet.
Oh, honestly, Dagwood, sometimes I wonder why you don't get bed sores. Sleeping your life away while other people are up and cleaning houses. Now, please hurry up and get out, dear. Can't afford to keep the cleaners more than half a day. Now, see how quick you can be, dear. I should imagine you'd want to be up and doing on this lovely, bright, sunny day.
This lovely, bright, and sunny day.
Have you finished with the windows?
As far as I'm concerned, we have.
Then gather up the toys and put them in the toy box.
Don't you think that first...
No, darling. Get the ones upstairs before someone trips and hurts themselves. Dagwood, you broke that light again.
It's Alexander's fault. I slipped on his skate.
skate. I'll break it in a thousand.
Don't break it, Daddy.
Huh?
They're not making any more for the duration.
It's his fault. He ought to be taken up.
Dagwood, you're all wet.
I am not.
Next time you shower, take your pajamas off first. Now you and Alvin pick up your toys.
Oh. Well, young man, what have you got to say for yourself?
The telephone's ringing.
Well, that's fine. Huh? Oh, yes, it is. Never mind. I'll get it, Alvin.
But Mr. Buck...
Never mind. Hello.
Dagwood, please answer the phone.
I am, but it won't answer me. Hello.
Here, Daddy.
Huh? Oh. Here.
Hello, Dagwood. I hope you weren't having your breakfast.
Oh, no, that's all right. I would have had to get up to answer the phone anyway.
Dagwood, I don't want you to come to the office this morning. I have an errand for you to do.
What is the errand? Huh? No, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute, there's a thing here. Wait a minute. Hey, quiet! Quiet!
How dare you tell me to be quiet? Oh. Well, I want you to look at an English house for sale at 2300 Lakeville Road. Now, the owner's asking $5 for it, and if it's worth it, I may buy it for Mrs. Dithers. She needs country air and exercise, and... What do you mean you didn't hear me? Dagwood, get a pencil and paper and write this down.
I haven't got a pencil.
Well, here, use this. What am I doing? Never mind. Now, just listen. Mrs. Dithers needs fresh air and exercise.
Wait a minute. Huh? What? Buy an English what, Mr. Dithers?
House. 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 Dagwood, I've said it so often, I'm getting hoarse.
Oh, I get it, Mr. Dithers. Mrs. Dithers wants it for fresh air and exercise. Yeah. And you think they want $5, huh? Okay, I'll take care of it.
I wonder if I could get into the Army. No, that wouldn't do. Dag would probably be in the same tent with me.
2300 Lakeville Road. Look at an English horse. Well, yeah, nice horse.
You look up the record of Reginald Timberly of Scottish here anywhere, and you'll find him to be the pride of Aintree and a splendid hunter.
What does he hunt?
He doesn't. The rider does. But then the horse has to be able to jump the fences.
Oh, no. I don't think Mrs. Dithers would want a horse that jumps.
Did I say he jumps now?
He doesn't?
He won't take a 1-foot hedge and travel faster than a slow walk.
Why not?
Nostalgia.
Oh. Huh?
Nostalgia, homesickness. He's a refugee. Sent over here to be out of the war. And ever since he left England, he isn't worth 5 cents. That is, not over 500.
$500.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Seeing he isn't jumping nowadays, I'll make it 400.
$400? Mr. Dithers told me...
300 and not a cent less.
300? You're asking $300? Well, why, you just told me that...
I can see you're a horse trader, mister.
Huh?
We'll make it 200 and stop haggling.
Well,
The telephone. Pardon me. Hold that, please.
Oh.
Hello? Bromley? Carter. Say, is your house still for sale?
Yeah, nobody's bought it yet. Why? Oh, you've got a buyer. Well, fine. Sure. Bring him right over. Well, can you beat that?
Huh?
He likes you.
Oh, why shouldn't he? Oh, say, couldn't I put a deposit on him until I can talk to my boss? Huh?
Haven't you got $200?
Well, of course I've got $200. I mean, my wife has.
Well, you can draw a check on it, can't you?
Yes, I could, but I don't think I'd better do that.
Oh, all right, then.
Wait. Mr. Dithers would be annoyed if I missed a good bargain like this.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. He's always said that I didn't have enough initiative.
I can see that.
So I'll do it. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a turning point in my career. bring Mr. Dithers right down. Boy, will he be surprised.
This is ridiculous. I'm in excellent condition.
Just a matter of form, J.C. We can't renew your insurance policy until you've been re-examined.
Now run for me.
Run? Where?
Up and down, like this.
Come in.
What's wrong, Mr. Dithers?
Nothing. I'm just taking a little run.
And I'll see you when you get back.
I'm not going anyplace. What do you want?
Wait a minute. I bought it.
You bought it? Without my permission?
Oh, I had to. There was another party after it.
Did you pay?
You got it for 2? Of course, I had to dicker, but I won.
Well, that's wonderful, Dagwood. Sit down.
Thanks.
That's a great pump you have there, Mr. Dithers, for an elderly man. Now I'd like to take your blood pressure.
Tell me, is it in good condition?
Oh, well, a good brushing down won't hurt it.
Oh, naturally. Is it well built?
Oh, you'll like it. You'll be proud to own it, Mr. Dithers.
Roomy?
Perfect for Mrs. Dithers.
Fine, fine. How's the plumbing?
Huh?
Plumbing, the pipes.
Oh, the pipes. Well, I didn't examine them, but I guess they're all right.
Well, at that price, we can always put in new ones. This is absurd. My blood pressure's the same as it was 20 years ago.
Just a matter of form, J.C.
The pipes.
By the way, how's it heated?
Oh, I guess you just throw a blanket over it.
How's that?
I said just throw a blanket over it.
The house?
No, Mr. Dithers. The horse.
What horse?
Your horse, the one I bought for you.
The horse you just bought for me?
You told me on the phone that you wanted one.
I told you to look at a house. H-O-U-S-E. House, house, house.
But I gave the man $200 of my money for it.
I'll get it back. And get the horse back. And get out of here before I have a stroke. Just a figure of speech, of course. Will it live?
According to my apparatus, you've been dead for some time, Mr. Dithers.
Mr. Bromley, there's been a terrible mistake. Mr. Dithers wanted your house. Now, if I could just get my check back,
Why, I just cashed it.
You just cashed it?
Why not? After all, a deal's a deal. Don't worry. You'll be able to sell Reggie to some other sucker. I mean party.
Oh, but what about the other man who wanted him, huh?
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, he was talking about the house.
The house?
Yes, the house. Funny, isn't it?
Yeah. What am I laughing about? Where's Reggie?
Your horse?
Yeah, all of a sudden. Yeah,
And now that the house is clean, we're going to keep it that way. You'll both remember to wipe your feet when you come in, won't you?
Yes, Mommy.
Oh. And your children are to stay outdoors, understand? Why, Dagwood, Daddy's home. Oh, where are you home so early?
Well, you see, I did an errand for Mr. Dithers.
Oh, and he gave you the afternoon off?
Oh, no.
Let's all go somewhere.
Yeah, let's go to the zoo.
No, Daddy doesn't want to see any more animals. Oh, I didn't mean you, Daisy.
Well, we could go to the park.
No, I'm trying to tell you, Blondie, I'm not alone. You see...
You mean you brought home a guest?
No, he's not a guest exactly. He's a...
Where is he?
Oh, you know that Pole out there?
He's a Pole?
No, he's English. He's a refugee. I did an errand for Mr. Dithers.
An English refugee?
Yeah.
How old is he?
2.5. Blondie, please listen to me.
Dagwood Bumstead. If you think for 1 minute that you're going to bring a 2.5-year-old refugee into this house, you're mistaken.
No.
And just when I've had it all clean.
But Blondie, look.
Where's his family?
Oh, I don't know. Reggie doesn't need a family.
How can you say such a silly thing?
Yeah?
Where would your children be without a family? Suppose your children were orphans. Oh, Dagwood. How could I have been so wicked? Oh, that poor little homeless waif. You were right to bring him here, and I ought to be horsewhipped. Bring him right in, dear, and we'll give him all the love we can.
I won't. I don't like him right now.
Why, Alexander.
Neither does Cookie.
Why, I'm surprised at you. Both of you. Safe at home with the father and mother. Just think of all the burdens poor little Reggie's had to carry.
Blondie, he's supposed to carry burdens.
Don't interrupt, Dagwood.
But, no.
We can't bring him in until the children will welcome him properly.
No, but...
I know that they're not selfish. They just don't realize.
What I realize is having another child on my hands. As it is, Cookie's aged me. And you'll have to stay out of my room.
Now, the two of you sit down right here. And Mommy's going to tell you just what a refugee is. And the first thing for you to understand is that Reggie won't be kept out of any place. And all over the world, there are hungry, homeless little waifs. So it's the duty of every family that's safe and together and warm to give them all the love and care that they can. Now, do you understand?
Yes, Mommy. I've been a kid.
I knew you'd see it that way. Now, dear, bring him right in.
But, Blondie, I want to tell you first.
No, dear, after.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
What's that?
Reggie.
Do you mean that all that hooey you told me?
I haven't told you anything yet. I'm still trying to. I did an errand for Mr. Dithers. And then I found he wanted a house, not a horse.
You gave our check for $200?
Yeah.
Dagwood, you go right back and get it.
I can't. He's cashed it.
You mean we own that refugee?
And now, Blondie, you just said we should give them care and love.
That's a horse of a different color. Oh, my last quarter-pound of sugar.
Daisy gave it to him. She likes him.
Then let Daisy get him a ration card. Well, David Harem Bumstead, what are you going to do now?
Oh, we'll be able to sell him all right, Blondie. Now, don't get upset. Reggie will be out of here in no time.
Well, he'd better be, or I will. And for the time being, would you at least get him out of my house?
Oh, sure. I'll tie him up in the backyard. He must have untied himself to come in here.
Then find a knot he can untie.
I will, in my Boy Ranger's manual.
Oh, swell. Come on, Daisy.
Oh, sometimes I wish I'd stuck to my stenography. Come on, Cookie, it's time for your nap.
Whoa, Reggie, come on now.
Come on, Reggie.
Yeah.
I'll take care of him, Daddy.
Oh, thanks, Alexander. And then I'll take care of your mommy.
What's that? A mistake. Daddy made it, and now we have to get rid of him. What'll happen if you don't? Mommy will probably get rid of Daddy. Oh. Say, how about selling him to a glue factory? What for? That's what they make glue out of, boiled horses. I don't believe it. Okay, then come down to Mr. Dean's house and I'll prove it. Okay.
know from Mrs. Woodley, and it might be weeks before we can sell him.
Yeah, but I'll build him something out in the backyard here.
Out of buttons?
Oh, no. Mr. Williams has some scrap lumber, and I'll go and see if he'll lend it to me.
He probably won't lend you anything until you return that sample case you borrowed for the picnic. It's in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
What are those drawn for? What's the matter with her?
Oh, she's just trying to cheer you up.
Is she pretty?
Oh, yeah, she's awfully... What do you want to know for?
I can always do better with them if they are.
Daisy Bumstead, you're deliberately trying to keep me from seeing something.
Madam, do you ever suffer from dizziness and spots before your eyes? Do you ever see double? When driving at night, do you ever see figures on the road that turn out to be trees and shrubs? The answer is yes, madam. And why do I say that? Because everyone has had these experiences. Have you asked yourself, is my mind failing? Is my health failing? Is my eyesight failing? Yes, again, madam, because everyone has asked those questions. Ah, but it isn't your mind, your health, or your eyesight. Madam, it's your liver. A lazy and sluggish liver will cause you to see things, ranging from spots before your eyes to images you know you can't really be seen. As surely as... As surely as a mirage appears to have form, shape, and solidity. Yet seeing a mirage doesn't startle us, madam. We know it's a phenomenon of nature, while the visions conjured up by a torpid and traitorous liver often frighten us into the hands of expensive psychologists. That's why I'm asking you to sip from this cup of Dr. Lilyleaf's Liver Livener, because I'm certain that one taste will convince you that I need it more than you do.
Reggie? Reggie? Huh? Where? Blondie! Gone!
You wouldn't be doing this if my husband were here. And stop looking at me with those big blue eyes. That's no way to get around me. And don't do that either. No. Don't. Stop.
What? Reggie?
Well, what did Mr. Williams say?
Oh, he said I could take the wood and the shovel.
What's the shovel for?
To dig the foundation. So you see, Reggie won't cost us a thing until we sell him. See, I'll build this little thing a sort of a stall.
And we can live in it while Reggie has the house.
Oh, no, no. As a matter of fact, Blondie, I don't think you should have him in the house at all. Horses should be always...
Do you think you can keep him out?
Huh?
Then try it. Just try it. Get him out and keep him out. And anybody who can do that is a better man than the both of us.
When are we going to have lunch, Mommy? I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Here you are, Daisy.
Good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Cookie. Good morning, Reggie. You know, Blondie, sometimes I think that horse understands everything I say.
Then he's a lot smarter than I am, dear. I don't.
Huh? Oh. Mush?
No, mash.
Oh.
I certainly never thought I'd be cooking for a horse. Hurry, dear. Go on, have your breakfast.
Good morning, Mrs. Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Crumb. You were late to school yesterday, and I don't want you to be late again. Dagwood, what time is it?
Oh.
Hurry, Father's leaving. Alexander, get Daddy's hat. Come on, Cookies. Oh, dear. Stand back, dear. He goes by awfully fast.
Come on, Reggie!
Dagwood!
Huh? What? Oh!
Oh, dear.
I could have sworn a horse hit me. No, couldn't be.
Will you go home? Reggie, I'll be late for work. Yeah, I'll see you when I get back, huh?
Why don't you build a fire under it?
Why don't you go home, too? Yeah. Oh, now look what time it is. I missed my bus.
Then ride Reggie.
Oh, Blondie, you know I can't ride a horse.
He won't mind, Daddy.
Yeah, but I do.
Oh, don't be silly, Dagwood. With the tire shortage like it is, you're lucky to have a horse.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, how do I get on him?
We'll help you, dear. You just start up and we'll push. Alvin, you hold the reins so Reggie won't move.
I'd rather push.
You hold the rein. You know what that is, don't you?
Certainly. Rain's what my father says you don't know enough to come in out of.
Oh, never mind. Come on, give me a boost. Here we
Just
go.
take it easy.
Ready now. 1, 2, 3.
Great.
No! Blondie, now you see, I told you. He's too slippery and there's no handles on
Oh,
him.
you can do it easily. Now, try it again.
Huh? Whoa now. Well, give me another hand here.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
There.
Wait a minute. There.
There, now you see how easy it is?
Wait a minute. Huh? But, Blondie, I can't see to guide him.
You don't have to, Dagwood. Just tell him where you want him to go.
Oh, 738 Broad Street, please. No.
Well, this looks all right to me, gentlemen. In return for getting Timothy Brewster into my office, I agree to retain you as my attorneys. Well, here's your bribe. I mean, your retainer. You sure he's coming?
Definitely. He has an appointment with us this morning. We simply left word at our office for him to meet us here.
Fine. I'm sure that once I get near him, I can interest him in my proposition.
Don't be so sure of that, Mr. Dithers. As Mr. Brewster's attorneys, we can assure you he has no head for business.
It has been said that Mr. Brewster has no head. Period.
May I help you, sir?
Oh, yes. I have an appointment with my attorneys at some office here, and I can't remember the name.
Oh, well, was it Abbott, Adams, Amesley, Anders, Atkins, Avery?
No. Try the B's. Try the B's.
Benson, Bonner, Burns, Brewster?
Brewster, that's it. Oh, no, Brewster, that's me. Oh, dear. Very confusing. I'm all in a dither now. Dithers, that's it, Dithers.
Oh, the seventh floor, right?
Oh, that's it, yeah. Dithers.
So you see, nothing interests Mr. Brewster but horses. And we must warn you, once he gets on the subject, it's difficult to get him off.
I suggest you even remove that picture. It might start him.
Good. I never liked it anyway. Dagwood gave it to me for Christmas. Yes, Mary?
Gentleman to see you.
The gentleman. Send Mr. Brewster right in.
Oh, it isn't Mr. Brewster, Mr. Dithers. It's a Mr. Colander Martin.
Colander Martin? You tell him to... No, I'll tell him myself.
Something we can attend to for you.
No, it's my competitor. The one man who wants to buy Brewster's property as badly as I do.
Hello, Jay-Z.
What do you want here?
Oh, come now. I came to bury the hatchet.
I know, in my back.
Oh, how you talk. Look, we've both been after Brewster for months. Now, neither one of us can get near him alone. I was thinking perhaps if we teamed up, we might...
Oh, I gave up the idea of that deal long ago. So, naturally, I wouldn't be interested.
Naturally, yeah.
Sorry to rush you off like this, but I have a conference on it.
Sure.
You understand, don't you?
J.C., I understand perfectly.
Good. Now, maybe one day we'll have lunch together and really bury the hatchet.
Believe me, it's in far enough now.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Dithers? How do you do? Glad to see you.
I'm certainly glad to see you, but I'm not Mr. Dithers, Mr. Brewster. I'm Mr. Martin.
Oh, that's right. I'm Mr. Dithers, or Martin, or how are you?
Oh, no. You're Mr. Brewster.
Who, me? Who? Oh, sure. How are you, Mr. Brewster?
Yes, Mary?
Mr. Dithers, I think Mr. Brewster's here, but he isn't sure.
He isn't... What the...
I'm sure you'll like my proposition, Mr. Brewster. So if you'll just come with me, my office is right up the street.
All right, good.
Hey! You chiseling, double-crossing...
What?
Oh, not you, Mr. Brewster. This kidnapper.
He's nothing of the kind. I came to see him of my own accord.
Oh, no, Mr. Brewster. You came to see your attorneys.
Well, that's right. I remember them distinctly. Are they in?
Yes, right in my office
Thank
there.
you. I'll see you again sometime.
As for you...
All right, J.C., I'll think of something else.
Nice place you got here. Had it done over, huh?
No, Mr. Brewster. This is Mr. Dithers' office.
Oh.
He has an offer to make you we didn't want you to miss.
Well, hello. How are you? Glad to see you.
Mr. Brewster, we're at war.
Oh, we are? Yes, of course we are. Sure.
Not only have we soldiers on the battlefront, but on the production front, turning out implements of war. And these defense workers must be housed properly and near their work.
Fine. Splendid.
Oh, you mean you approve?
Yes, but don't try to sell me a house. I got one.
Oh, I don't want to sell you anything, Mr. Brewster. I want to buy some outlying property for which you have no use. Paradise Acres, for a defense housing project. Now, here's what we planned.
Hey, whoa.
Are you collecting tickets?
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I'll tie it over to the lamppost. Oh. Come on, Reggie. Come on. Hey. Now, Reggie, whoa, Reggie. You wait right here, and Daddy'll... I'll be right down. Yeah.
You're too large for the car, sir. You better take the stairs over there.
So you see how necessary Paradise Acres is to me, Mr. Brewster. Although I know you realize it's your patriotic duty to sell the property at any price, what I'm offering you is an excellent deal.
Oh, well, give me a moment to make up my mind. What am I making up my mind about?
Selling me Paradise Acres, Mr. Brewster, all you have to do is just sign your name right there.
You think I should? Mm-hmm. I haven't taken out much time for business, but nobody's ever given Timothy Brewster the horse laugh. Sounds like a horse laughing.
Somebody laughing like a horse.
Reggie, please go. If Mr. Dithers sees you...
Ah, what a beautiful animal. Nice broad shoulders, well-ribbed backs, good clean hocks. Ought to make a wonderful hunter. Hope I can do as well at the horse sale. Oh, I'm due at the horse sale at 11 o'clock. I gotta hurry.
Mr. Brewster. That was Timothy Brewster, just about to sell me Paradise Acres. Do you know what I'm going to do?
Fire me.
No. I'm going to keep you right here in this office, where day after day I only hope I can make you as miserable as you've made me. Now get this animal out of here, and don't come back until you're rid of him.
Come on, Reggie. Oh, thank you.
Tell that horse's owner to be at my fox hunt tomorrow morning.
Tell the horse's owner.
Who does he think I am?
Martin. Martin, I've been thinking over what you said, and, well, I'm not getting anywhere in this lone wolf role of mine.
Sorry, J.C., but now I'm playing a lone fox role.
Pay to the order of Mrs. Dagwood Bumstead. You'll never regret having bought Reggie, Mr. Martin. He's in perfect condition. He should be. He's been just like one of the family.
I'm certain that his condition will be perfect for my purpose, Mrs. Bumstead.
I'll have my husband bring Reggie over tonight.
I don't think that'll be necessary. I have a feeling that your husband will be here shortly.
Oh, but he never gets home this early.
Mommy, Daddy's home.
Well, how do you know, dear?
I just saw him out the window.
Why, Mr. Martin, you must be psychic. Pardon me.
I've never known anything so full of hay to be so hard.
Why, Dagwood, home early again. Did Mr. Dithers give you the day off?
Yeah. And tomorrow and the next day and the next...
Did you quarrel with Mr. Dithers?
No, I didn't. He quarreled with us. Said not to come back till I got rid of Reggie.
Oh, well, then everything's all right. As soon as you tell him Reggie's gone, he'll cool off.
Huh? Somebody bought him?
For $250. You can call me Mrs. David Harem Bumstead. Oh, here he is, Mr. Martin. And this is my husband. He looks a little tired now. He's just had quite a trip.
Oh, he'll feel better. I'll just pull his shoes off and let him roll around the grass a bit.
Oh, no, it's not my feet that hurt. It's...
Oh, Dagwood, we're not talking about you. Mr. Martin was referring to Reggie.
Oh, Mr. Martin, haven't I seen you someplace?
You may have. I've been someplace. Well, we better be running along now. Come on, fella.
Oh, now go on, Reggie.
Come on.
Go on with him now, Reggie. He's your new owner.
Oh, Reggie. You have to go with him, Reggie. You're not ours anymore. Yeah, we sold you, Reggie. Show him the check.
All right. See?
Goodbye, Roger.
Come on.
Well, we never intended keeping Reggie. And now we'll have our house all to ourselves again.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. I got the leg there. Now, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh.
Dagwood, wake up and go to sleep.
What? Huh? What is it?
Go to sleep.
I was asleep.
I mean, I hope I was. First time I've even dozed off.
Well, try counting sheep.
I tried that, but they all turned into Reggies.
So did mine. Mommy! Oh, dear. Oh. What is it, darling? What's the matter?
I'm lonesome.
Lonesome? Oh, but darling, we're all here.
But Reggie isn't.
Oh, I had no idea we'd miss him so. Shall we go to see him one day?
Yes.
Then that's just what we'll do. Can you go back to sleep now?
No.
Oh, yes, you can. Come on. Oh, yes, come on. Come on. I'll sing her a nice song and put her to sleep.
Well, all right, dear. And I'll make a hot drink that'll put us to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, of all things.
He's asleep.
You go to sleep now, darling. Dagwood Bumstead. Get to bed before you sing again.
What happened?
Sleep now, darling. Night-night. Dagwood, did you leave the light on in the kitchen?
No, I know I didn't.
Then maybe it's burglars. Call down and ask them.
What if somebody answers me? No, wait. Huh? Maybe if we'll be quiet, they'll go away.
Don't be silly, Dagwood. Call the police.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. This is Dagwood Bumstead.
Oh, Dagwood, never mind.
Dagwood, never mind. Huh?
Alexander, what are you doing?
I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd get up and make myself a sandwich.
Imagine that, a Bumstead special.
Bumstead's Folly. Look, dear, we all miss Reggie. I certainly never thought I would, but I do. So I know just how you feel, and I'm sorry. But if you think I'm going to let you eat that thing at this time of night, you're mistaken. I'll fix us a nice warm drink.
Can I have my sandwich, too?
Certainly not. That thing's enough to kill a person. Let your father have it.
Huh?
Now, after we drink this, we'll all feel like a good sleep.
I don't think a warm drink's going to make me feel any happier, Mommy. I keep seeing the way Reggie looked back when we let the men take him away.
He did look sort of, well, reproachful, didn't he, Dagwood?
Yeah. As though he thought we were doing something unkind to him.
Are you
Guess he liked us awfully well.
Yeah. He was gentle for a horse, wasn't he?
And affectionate. I guess we just didn't realize how attached we'd become to him.
Thanks, Mommy.
Don't cry, dear. It's really nothing to cry about.
No, it's really nothing to cry about. Give me a cookie.
Oh, hello, Mr. Dithers.
Hello, Dagwood. Well, everything's going to be all right after all. What's the matter? Somebody sick?
No, not exactly.
Blondie, what's the matter? Where's Cookie?
Asleep, I guess.
Well, then, what's the... Good heavens, I had no idea you'd all take my being angry at Dagwood so hard. Well, I'm not mad anymore. Brewster phoned. He wants you to bring your horse out to his fox hunt tomorrow. Well, don't you see? I'll go along, get another chance at the man. And since your horse is my ticket for Brewster's house, well, naturally, I'm very pleased with it. Now, here's what you're going to wear. I'd have been here soon, only it took me all evening to read it. Dagwood, this is ridiculous. I've told you everything's all right.
No, it isn't, Mr. Dithers.
We sold Reggie.
What if you did? I mean, what difference does that make? Is Reggie the horse?
Yeah.
Dagwood, I never thought it would come to this, but
Mr. Dithers, not in front of Alexander.
How could you do anything so stupid as to get rid of that animal?
You don't be doing.
Haven't you got any better sense than to do what I tell you? I mean, now, wait a minute. We're all getting so excited here. We get him back. Now, where is he? Who bought him?
Mr. Martin.
Colander Martin. Oh.
He was such a nice horse, Mr. Dithers.
Yeah. If we could just hear him again, whinnies. Reggie! Reggie! Hello!
Oh, Reggie, I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah, certainly glad to see Reggie home.
Yeah, how did he do it? Well, I guess he must have untied himself.
Never mind how. As long as he's in our possession for a few hours, everything is perfect.
Who could that be at this hour?
Now, who would it be? Martin.
Oh, what will we do, Mr. Dithers?
We'll talk to him in the house and keep him from coming out here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, Alexander.
Now, everybody act as if you don't know anything.
Yeah.
That ought to be easy for you. Go and open the door.
Oh, hello, Mr. Martin.
Good evening. Well, Mr. Dithers, what are you doing here?
Well, I came to make up with Bumstead.
You could use a little makeup. Yes, you both look a little, shall I say, strained. Mrs. Bumstead, I'm so sorry to bother you at this hour, but I guess my horse has already awakened you.
No, Mr. Dithers did.
Then perhaps you can tell me where Reggie is?
Reggie? You took him.
Now, don't tell me that he isn't here.
Oh, I don't have to. You can say he isn't.
Now, little boy, you wouldn't lie, would you?
No, sir.
Then tell me, wasn't it Reggie coming home that awakened you?
No, I couldn't sleep because I missed him so.
How low some people will stoop to put over a business deal.
That's what I was thinking. And now, if you don't mind, I'll just go out and look in the backyard.
No. We only did it, Mr. Martin, because Reggie...
Maybe he's hiding in the manger.
Maybe.
Well, you don't see him, do you?
Whose is this? Cinderella's?
That doesn't mean anything. The horse was here for days. He might have lost it any time.
Yes? He had all the shoes on the last time I saw him.
Daisy must have taken him in the house.
Oh, yes.
You better save that. You only get 3 pair a year.
Thanks, I will. And if it's all the same to you, I'll just look around a little more.
He isn't satisfied, Blondie. Perhaps he'd like to look in the house.
All right, I will.
Oh, but Mr. Martin, that's a silly idea.
Mr. Martin's a silly man. Come right in. Of course, you were just in here, but you didn't look very thoroughly. Maybe he's in the cupboard. Or in the refrigerator. I'll bet we find him in the living room, playing the radio.
No.
There you are. Take a look.
Those drapes weren't drawn before.
Well, the horse probably closed them. I'll open them for you. Right in. Maybe he's hiding in the cellar. Or in the dining room, maybe, having a snack. Look around. What, not eating? Well, that's all the house. Unless, of course, he might have gone to bed. Wouldn't you like to look upstairs?
No, I'll just skip that, J.C. But don't worry, I'll find him.
Oh, wait a minute. You forgot this closet. Perhaps he's in here. Oh.
Congratulations, J.C. You finally found him. Well, if you'll just pardon us, we'll be running along. It's getting late.
You can't take him, Mr. Martin.
No? You'll recall my giving you a check for him?
But we haven't cashed it. And what's more, we don't intend to. There. He's never been sold.
Oh, it's like that, eh? Well, we'll see about that. Good evening.
Blondie, you were magnificent.
Yeah.
But I don't want you people to be out $200 for Reggie. After all, I said I was getting a horse on the phone, so it's partly my fault you bought him. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy a half interest in him.
Well, Mr.
There you are, Dagwood. Now, do you feel better?
Well, yes, but Mr. Dithers, there's $101 here.
Well, naturally, I'm buying controlling interest.
Huh?
Come on, Dagwood. We want him to look nice when we give him to Brewster.
Mr. Dithers, I still don't think we have to go that far.
You don't think, period. Besides, I own controlling interest.
I know, but...
Now, Dagwood, we've been over this 20 times, and Mr. Dithers is right. If we present Reggie to Mr. Brewster, Mr. Dithers will get Paradise Acres, and you'll get a bonus that'll cover everything the horse cost.
Yeah, I know.
And Reggie will be so much happier here, where they'll give him exercise and the proper care.
You really think so?
Of course, dear. He needs a horse's life, not a house life.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, boy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't do anything with these silly clothes on, and this shade of red can't be becoming.
Oh, you look as pretty as usual, Dagwood. Stop complaining. We couldn't have got in here if one of us hadn't looked as if we were riding to the hounds.
And I just look as if I'm going to the dogs. Suppose Mr. Brewster insisted I ride.
Don't be more of a moron than you are. I've told you. As soon as Brewster signs this, we'll think of some excuse to be off.
Yeah, all right.
Get busy on your half.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, hello, Mr. Brewster.
Hello.
This is Reginald Timberley, a Scottisher.
A Scottisher in my hunt? Why, I'm delighted.
I'm Dithers. You remember meeting me in my office, don't you?
Oh, yes, very well. I remember that office. There was a horse in it, a very fine animal. I'm very proud to meet its owner.
Thank you, Mr. Brewster. Oh, and this is my wife.
Oh, how do you do? Haven't we met before somewhere? Huh?
Oh, I'm Mrs. Bumstead, Mr. Brewster.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course. Charming wife you have there. Beautiful figure, lovely shape to the leg there. Look at the straight of the leg. Must be proud to be its owner.
Oh, we're both his owners. You see, Bumstead and I are partners.
Oh, should make an interesting hunt. Both riding the same horse, huh?
Oh, I'm not riding, Mr. Brewster.
No?
I just came along to make you a present of the animal.
Why, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, I was too when I heard about it.
I hardly know how to accept this gift. Perhaps there's something I can do for you people.
Oh, that's not necessary, Mr. Brewster, but if you insist, I'd like you to sell me Paradise Acres. You just sign right here.
Of course. What did you say your name was?
Your name, please.
Oh, yes, of course. What did I say it was?
Mr. Brewster.
That's it.
I hate upsetting your little apple cart, J.C., but this horse happens to belong to me.
He does not. When Blondie tore up the check, Reggie was mine.
When I bought controlling interest, he was mine.
Well, they both given to me, so he must be mine. Have you got any part of him at all?
His appetite.
Oh,
There you are, sir, my bill of sale.
oh.
Huh? Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, that proves it's yours, all right.
Not mine, sir. Yours.
Mine?
I bought him as a gift for you.
A gift for me. Can you imagine that? 2 gift horses in the one day. I don't know what to say.
Well, there's plenty I could.
Here you are, sir.
Oh, thank you. I wish I could do something to reciprocate.
Well, that's very generous of you. As a matter of fact, I'd like to buy Paradise Acres.
Oh, good.
So if you'll just sign right here, we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's funny. I bought a horse called Tomorrow yesterday. I wonder if I told the groom I was going to ride him today. No, I didn't. Of course, you're riding a Scottish in the hunt today.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm not dressed for it.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
I wouldn't impose on you, Mr. Brewster.
Why not? Everybody else does. I'll tell the groom to saddle him for you right away. Come on, baby. Come on.
Did you ever hear that expression, a horse on you, J.C.?
Look, a fox. And before you say anything stupid, that's not the fox they're going to hunt.
You'll enjoy riding a Scottish here, Governor.
This plug?
Wait till he's had his tea.
Tea?
Certainly, sir. I knew his trainer in England. A Scottish here never would run without his tea. With it, he jumps like the old Harry.
That's a lot of nonsense, of course.
Is it, sir? I'll show you. Now, you watch.
I am.
Now, hold him tight, Governor. He's going to rear. See what a snip of tea makes him do, sir?
Yes, what does the drink of it do?
Puts wings on him, Governor. You'll see.
You mean you're going to give him some?
Of course. He never would run without it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Look, fellow, I just happen to think of something very important I have to do. You tell Mr. Brewster I'll see him after the hunt. No point in both of us having wings.
Alexander, you get more like your father every day. His brush is his tail. How do they get that? Cut it off, of course. After he's killed. Look, Daisy's trying to let the fox out. Uh-oh. Now I'll have to let Daisy out. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Why not? Isn't he gentle? He'd probably eat off your hand. Oh. Come on out, Daisy. Now you've done it. If the hounds pick up this fox's scent, this is going to be the shortest hunt on record.
The hounds have picked up a line already.
How unusual.
Very smart hound.
There must have been a fox around here in the night.
Should we tell them? Let them find out for themselves.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Mr. Dithers, can't you forget your mat until I get a picture? I want to remember Dagwood looking like this.
I hope to heaven I can forget it.
Gee, Mr. Dithers, looks like you'd want a picture with Reggie. After all, we were partners in him.
Well, we're not partners anymore. We're not even employer and employee.
Huh? That's the perfect background for you, Mr. Dithers. Right in front of the stables. Oh, no. Now you're covering up too much of Reggie. Move over here by his head.
Well, here. I'll be giving him a drink. How's this?
Oh, that's good. We ought to get something interesting out of this. You didn't mean that about firing Dagwood, did you, Mr. Dithers?
Oh, yes, I did. It isn't only this, Bust. It's just that I've had more than I can bear. All I want now is that Dagwood get as far away from me as possible as fast as he can.
Dagwood! Oh, Mr. Dithers, do something! He'll be killed!
Blondie, Blondie, take it easy. Don't faint.
Oh, Daddy.
What a scene.
Hold hard! I think we've lost the scent, Mr. Brewster.
Oh, no, it's over here. Oh, that's something else.
Did you hurt yourself, Mr. Brewster?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. What's going on?
Come on, Reggie. What's the matter, Daisy, huh? Oh, nice little doggy, huh? Well, Daddy'll get the nice little doggy for Daisy. Come on. Blondie?
Oh, Dagwood, you're safe. I was so worried.
Oh, you don't have to worry about him, man. Oh, no. I don't think any of us ever saw such riding as he did today.
I believe that.
Oh, that's why I was worrying.
Yeah.
You realize you're the only one who didn't fall off his horse? Not only did you bring back the brush, you brought back the whole fox.
The fox. Here.
No, I don't want the fox.
Oh, wait a minute. Here. Oh.
Allow me to shake your hand, sir.
Why not? All the rest of him shaking.
In view of Mr. Bedstead's expert horsemanship, I think he deserves some sort of reward.
Yes, he certainly does.
Yeah?
Is there anything you'd like?
Yes, there is, Mr. Brewster. And if it isn't asking too much, can I let the little fox go?
Oh, yes, by all means. Let it go, let it go.
Yeah?
Yes, yeah, let it go.
Go ahead.
Wait, Mr. Brewster. Mr. Bumstead has another request to make. He'd like to ask you to sell me Paradise Acres. Wouldn't you, Dagwood?
Wouldn't you, Yes, Mr.
But how can I sell you the property alone? I thought you and Mr. Bedstead were partners.
Oh, that was only in the horse, Mr. Brewster. We've since dissolved.
In that case, Mr. Brewster will sell the property to Dagwood. So wouldn't you like to reconsider?
Not now, Blondie.
Partners? Or shall Dagwood sell it to Mr. Martin?
Partners, all right. Please sign. Hello there, Martin. You're just in time to offer me congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. There was a horse. Ever tell you about her? Oh, signed by Country Doctor. Most wonderful horse ever you saw in your
Well,
life.
J.C., you finally got the property, but that's only the first part of your project. Now, if you just listen to some of my ideas.
Well, I guess this is goodbye, Reggie.
Mommy, couldn't we get Mr. Brewster to let us take him home?
No, Alexander. Reggie will be so much happier here. He'll have the things he needs and other horses to play with.
Well, anyway, Reggie, it was nice knowing you.
Hi, Reggie.
Well, Daisy, old girl, I guess this is cheerio. Thanks for everything.
Can you beat that? A talking horse.